Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Solulu Rask. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back, and if it's your first time, welcome. I'm Vanessa and I'm in charge of this little sewing site on YouTube, so pleased to meet you. I have got so much to get through today. I've just jumped off now because I've got to head away to get the shopping done, so I thought I'd pop on now while we've still got some nice bright sunshine outside. But let's get back to the sewing because there's an awful lot going on in my sewing world as well. I've got piles and piles of things here and I've got newness on. So what I'm going to do, I've got a little note here so I can keep on track because I don't want to make this video weekends long. So the first thing to tell you is I have been selected to pattern test for the new pattern going to be coming out with Izoso Studios, who is an independent designer based here in the UK, and I was really delighted when I got an invite to take part. I was a pattern tester for Izzy's last pattern, the Rydal jumpsuit, which is, oh my god, sleek pajamas and more. So this is the latest pattern and it is a knit top. It's a long sleeve knit top, and this is no spoiler because there was the line drawings on Instagram when she was inviting people to come forward and pattern test, so the basic picture has already been out there. It's a long sleeve knit top, but the detail is in the sleeves because we all love a statement sleeve, and there's going to be shearing detail on it, so I'm super delighted. Because it's the first round of pattern test and she always recommends just use something that you've got. Well, I've had this in my stash for over a year now. It's quite lightweight. I mean, it's not necessarily see-through, but it is quite light and drapey, and it's a viscose jersey. I've got 2 meters of it there. I bought it when my local haberdashery shop closed down. It's a beautiful spring apple green colour, so I thought that was going to be absolutely fantastic this time of the year. So I've got that ready to go. I've got the pattern. I've got the next 2 weeks to get that completed. So I've already printed it off. I just need to stick it all together, cut it out, get it sewn up. So that's the first thing I'm on. Then I had a little bit of a fabric delivery. Now, I haven't actually bought an awful lot of fabrics. I did acquire some, and I did have that in a previous blog where I was very kindly gifted some. But I have bought a few bits and pieces, and there might be some more coming. The first thing I bought, and I was so excited, so I buy quite a lot of my fabrics now from Rainbow Fabrics here in the UK. I think they also ship worldwide. I have a bit of a thing in my head. It's just me, but I don't want to, unless it's something very special, very particular. I generally, for my general sewing, I don't like to spend more than £10 a metre. I'm a bigger girl, so I generally need quite a lot of meterage to make my garments. So it starts to rack up. So I kind of want to keep things from less than £10 a metre. And generally speaking, Rainbow Fabrics is always going to hit that spot. They deal in dead stock fabrics, and every now and again they get an absolute gem. They did a while back and I missed out. I was fastest finger first a few weeks back when they said they had a small amount of the amazing Scamp & Dude dead stock, and I was lucky enough to bagsy 3 meters, and it arrived earlier this week. It's been overlocked, washed, dried and ready to go, and here she is. Can we just take a moment? It's a viscose crepe, so it has texture to the fabric. I don't know if it'll pick it up. You can actually, yes, it does. Where it almost looks like black flecks, that is the shadowing of the texture. This is Scamp & Dude. If you've never heard of Scamp & Dude, it's an online, well, you can get them in shops as well, clothing brand, and their signature is this brightly coloured animal print and the lightning bolts, and you can just about see some of the lightning bolts there. Absolutely gorgeous clothing, but way out of my price range. I got 3 meters of this. I think it came out with delivery with a bit of a discount on it, around about £27-28 for the whole lot. The weight to this, I don't know what it is in GSM, but it's completely opaque. It is beautiful and drapey, but it has a really good handle, and I think I'm going to say it's actually really quite stable. It doesn't have that shiny slippiness to it. So this is the fabric, and let me show you the pattern that I've decided. Now, this does say that I need, depending on the view I go for, between 3.3 3.5 meters. I've only got 3 meters, so I might have to do a little bit of, you know, jiggery pokery to get it all to fit. This is the McCall's 8553 pattern. Now, this is very, very similar. I joined Sew Direct, which is the UK base for McCall's, Vogue, Simplicity, all of the, like the big 4 patterns in the UK. And you can join as a VIP. It's £16 to join, but what happens then is you get a voucher to get your first pattern free, and then 40% discount on any others that you order. I don't generally buy the big 4, but I saw the Aspen dress with Fabric Godmother, but it just didn't feel quite what I was looking for. And then I saw a reel from Mimi G, who is a Simplicity ambassador, and I believe she's like a director of the company over in America, showing the McCall's dress in a denim that she'd made up. And I was blown away by it, so much so that I've bought the pattern. The pattern goes from a UK size 6 to a size 24, but this is commercial patterns. I'm used to indie patterns, the sizing's different. So to put that in, that goes from bust 78 centimeters to 117 centimeters. Now in the independent patterns, 117 centimeters is usually about an 18-20, not a 24. But you know what? I don't really care about what size the pattern is. It's the measurements. So I'm just going to go by my measurements and, you know, see what the best fit is going to be for me. It's a gathered skirt. It's got these beautiful sleeves that you can either do long length, or as it is the shorter length, you can do a shorter skirt, you sort of like the midi length. It's got a big chunky zip comes down the center front, little collar, no collar stand, it's just the turn back collar. You can't see it on this picture. I don't know if you can pick it up. You can see here on the denim one, just the outline of it there, that you have the option to put the 2 patch pockets on the chest. So I'm just going to work it as I go along, see which I prefer. But yeah, absolutely excited to start that one, and I think that I'm going to try and get that made up relatively quickly, because I'm going to the gathering on the 4th of April over in Leeds. The gathering is run by oh my goodness me, I have completely forgotten who. I know it's Thimbers who's running it. And I think it is Sam that does So Frugal as well. But I will definitely link into that. It is just, as it says, good old Yorkshire gathering. It's about an hour and a half drive from me, so I'm going to get away from work early, head on over, and it's just a nice get together of sewists for an evening, a little bit of something to eat, a little bit of a boogie chat, and that's what I think I'm going to make for that. More fabric incoming. My last video, which, actually, just a moment for that. My last video, oh my gosh, people, what have you done? Thank you so much. In my head, I went viral. I have had over 1,700 views. My subscribers has expanded, and can I just say thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You listen to any of the vloggers and you'll hear how they say it's challenging to make vlogs, so to get that response from my video, I was absolutely delighted. On it I revealed my Friday Pattern Company Davenport dress and sagebrush top. And I love the sagebrush so much, I have bought this. So this is a remnant that I bought from So Much More, little online shop that I support down in Tavistock in the UK. This is from the Crafty Pie. If you're familiar with the Crafty Pie, Brogan was one of the contenders on the Great British Sewing Bee, and she now has her own online business. And one of the things that she does is her own range of fabrics, and this is one of them. It's the Flower Child fabric in pink. And as I said, this is remnant. It's about 1.7 meters. I think I picked this up for like £12 or something. It's a beautiful drapey viscose. It's got a really nice handle to it. It's been washed and dried, and it actually doesn't even look like it needs to be ironed. And this is going to be another sagebrush top. From the same place, I bought another remnant, which is this gorgeous tealy coloured jumbo cord. I think that cost me about £20. There's just under a couple of meters in that one as well. And that is going to be, hopefully, if I can make it out of the fabric, another version of what I am wearing. I'm going to pop a picture of it in, because as I was trying to take photographs of me wearing it, because it's such a dark navy, I was realizing it wasn't showing up in the photographs very well. So I've taken other pictures of it on my mannequin against the white wall so I can show you the detail better. But I'll quickly just stand up so you can see it here. So this is a jacket. What's a jacket? It's a cross between a shirt and a jacket. It's got some gorgeous little details on the corner of the, on the cuff. It's a little bow that we made with Liberty Fabrics. If I give you a flash on the inside here, it's, the back yoke is lined with Liberty Fabric, and it's got Liberty Fabric lined pockets on the inside. As I say, I'll pop some pictures on. So what is this, where it comes from? Well, this is called the Seafoam Shacket. This is what was in the first subscription box from So Confident. It's made in a jumbo cord, but you can make it in denim. There's one that Jenny, the curator, was wearing from the Fabric Godmother, I'm going to say Maggie denim, the really pink floral one, and she's made it in that. It's just anything that you can make like a heavyweight shirt in. The size range of this is a 6 to 32, which is a bust of 85 to 159 centimeters, but there's a lot of wear ease in it because of the style of it being a shacket. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, at this point, I don't know if this is a pattern that is going to be launched to the public. I know it was an exclusive that was in the subscription box, so I don't know if it's going to get taken any further. Absolutely love it now that it's made. And as I say, I've got that other fabric to make a second one. There were a few teething issues with the instructions, which have now been rectified. And if you don't know, pop onto the So Confident website. I've been through it before about all the details of the box and the subscription. But if you go onto the So Confident website, you'll be able to see everything there. So yes, that's what I'm wearing, and I'll pop the pictures in. What else have I been doing? Oh my goodness me. Right, so little pile here. The other thing that I have been sewing is been a remake. I had a pair of wide leg trousers. It was the Peppermint Magazine wide leg trousers that I made in a corduroy. Do you know what? You know when you make something and you just go, yeah, no. Well, they were one of them for me. I don't know if it was the fabric, the sizing. I didn't like wearing them. So I decided, because they were so stupidly wide, I did actually have enough fabric to recut it. And as you've heard me talking about cashmerette, I decided that I would use it and have a go at making the cashmerette Ellis skirt. So far, I'm not finished it yet. So far, this is what I've got. I've kind of pretty much constructed the main skirt. I just need to put on the waistband. So I've got the pockets all made in. The pockets go all the way to the front. To the zip. I've got the zip in. It's just a good fly front. Can I just say the instructions for constructing the pocket and the fly front absolutely spot on. I didn't go wrong anywhere. The back has a couple of darts and a yoke detail. So really all I need to do now, oh, the front has a little slit at the front. Now I've made this the sort of below knee length, but I might end up chopping it into the miniskirt version. It should have patch pockets here on the bum. I wasn't sure about putting them on. I didn't have enough fabric from what I'd cut, so unless I can find some out in the garage in my scraps bag, if I do, I might put them on, because at a big expanse of bum, I think it needs to be kind of like broken up with a couple of pockets. But yeah, that's actually been quite a nice mix, so I need to get that finished. It was weird as well. I couldn't decide if I'm pear or apple shaped now. So for this, I actually chose the apple shaped pattern, and I think it's actually worked out slightly better than the pear shape. But you know what, I might try the pear next time and see which gives me the best fit. This, if I remember rightly, I made up in, I think I used the size 22, possibly the size 20, but I'm going to need to take it in at the waist, just because I've got quite substantial sway back. It's gaping, so when I come to put on the waistband, I'm going to, you know, taper that in a little bit, but I'll give you a few more details on that when it's finished. What else have I been doing? My goodness me. I was on So Like Dottie's virtual on, oh gosh, Tuesday night. Oh, it was great fun. I'm going to put the link at the bottom in the description, because it is just so much fun. Alison, who runs it, speaks to everybody, has a chat with everybody, sees what the makes are. We're all interacting. It was, you know, the group isn't so big that you get lost in the mix. It's just a really nice bunch, really good fun. So yeah, I'll pop the link to that. Had a chat with some people that I've been sewing with, like off air, if that makes sense. I did a sew along with somebody else that I'd linked with. Funnily enough, we had both bought the So Confident subscription box. So we had, I think it was on Sunday actually, we had a few hours together on Messenger chat, where we were just like sewing together in our, you know, spaces. Her name's Sue. She lives actually not too far away from me in Crosby, which is the other side of Liverpool, so probably about an hour's drive from here. So one day, you never know, we might get together for a bit of a sew along. But we started making this together until we kind of like, we ran into a few issues with the instructions, so we both had to wait until the sew along on Thursday to, you know, to get handheld through that bit. But yeah, that was really nice, just having somebody else to chat with when you were sewing. So that's quite a few people now that I can go, hey, do you fancy, you know, popping on and let's have a bit of a chat and a sew along together, because you know what, it makes the time fly and it's good fun. So yeah, if you've never tried a virtual sewing, or linking up with somebody and, you know, sewing in your space connected by a technology, give it a go. It really is enriching. That's a good word for it. It's enriching. Right, what else have I been up to? My goodness me. Yes. So I'm just going to really quickly show you these other two things that I have sewn up. I said quickly, that is literally all that you're going to see from them. I have been doing a bit of research, because I am so excited and thrilled to say I am going to be taking part in the vlogger tour this year for the So Frugal challenge, which starts tomorrow, the 1st of March. If you have never heard of it before, the So Frugal challenge runs through March, and really simply, you have to use a free pattern that is available to everybody. So not something that's been given to you, a pattern that is free, that you can download from somewhere, so everybody can take advantage of using the pattern should they wish to. Fabric from your stash, so don't go out and buy anything specifically for the challenge. Use what you've got in your stash. If you can use everything that's in your stash, you know, zips and bits and bobs, all the better. Every year, along with the So Frugal challenge, is the vlogger tour, where vloggers come on and they will have ideas of what you could make, and usually they'll theme it. So some people will make blouses, so they'll, you know, do the research to get free blouse patterns on the internet or free whatever. So I have chosen bags. So I have been researching bag patterns for free, and I thought, well, if I'm going to tell you about them, I'm going to try some of them at least first, make sure that, oh, excuse me, make sure that they work. So that's what that is. So please get yourself signed up to the So Frugal challenge. There are so many sponsors, loads and loads. There's like 3 pages of you know, prizes to be won. What you do, obviously, after you've made it, is on the 31st of March you show it with the hashtag. When it comes to it, I'll put, as I say, I'll pop details about how to get involved with it. On my day, I will give you full instructions. I will give you pictures and everything, so there's no doubt on what you have to do. So my date for doing it is going to be the 11th of March, which I think is it the Monday. But yeah, I'll put all the details at the bottom of the description of the So Frugal challenge. But yeah, that's so exciting. Yeah, can't wait. Cannot wait, because I am in there with some of the big people, some of the big vloggers that we all love, like Rach, Tamlin, Ruan, Sam, Sequin Girly. Oh my goodness me, I'm one of them. Yay! I'm just little. Anyway, last thing before I go, I was in Home Bargains. If you're local to the UK, you're going to know who Home Bargains are. If you're not, it is a really cool budget store. I don't know how to describe it. You get lots of really good things at not very high prices. I have a lot of patterns, and I tend to keep all of my patterns in the big plastic A3 zip wallets, but within that they're all, or a lot of them are in paper envelopes to keep them separated, which are falling apart. And I wanted something, so I found these in Home Bargains, which are A4 sized plastic wallets with a zip. So this is my Isoto Studios Tansen top, and it fits in there perfectly. So yeah, that was I think you got like 5 for a couple of pounds. So that's absolutely fantastic. Very pleased with that. I'm just looking beside me here. My little pile of what I have and what I've been up to has disappeared. Quickly looking, I think I have gone through everything that was on my list, which I have. We're just about 26 minutes. I wanted to keep it to 20, didn't quite manage that, so I might edit something out, keep it shorter. But anyway, that's me for now. Hope you have a fantastic weekend, sewing, family time, whatever it is you're doing, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Oh, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, because my little corner is growing and I'm getting so excited. So yes, please, and any comments that you want, pop them in and I will get back to you. Okay, that's me.